Hey, this is John for jmcGarage in, well, not my garage, but at my current job's garage. And I'm here with Jim. I can't give his last name because he wants to keep it personal, but I'm here with Jim. He's one of the lead techs here at this company I work for. Most of you guys know who it is, but...
Was that necessary?
Oh, no, you can. It's all right. For Avis budget, it's all right. Here at the Spokane Airport.
GEG.
GEG, whatever that means. Awesome. All right. So, Jim, I wanted to ask you a few questions. Now, how long have you been working for Avis Budget for?
5 years. It was 5 years in July.
All right. And then, how long have you been a lead mechanic for? Just a mechanic in general, I should say, around cars.
I started working right out of high school in June of 1977.
Wow. So you've been at it ever since?
A long time, yeah.
A long time. That's amazing.
Almost 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you've been here for a few years.
Yes.
And how do you like it so far?
I like it.
He loves it.
Good job. Good pay. Good benefits.
All right, now it's time for the hard questions.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is I want to help you guys out. So the reason why I love working for Avis Budget, working for the company, is I love being around cars. You guys know my channel. And one of the things we have the joy of having here at the Spokane Airport is not many Avis Budget retailers or, rental car places actually have a mechanic shop where you can actually do oil changes, tire rotation, replace tires, brakes, all those things. And they do some light mechanical work as well. Stuff that the dealer is not able to do or doesn't want to do.
Check engine lights, ABS lights,
Recalls. Got a bunch of recalls.
Software updates.
Yeah.
Some brakes. Variety of light duty stuff. We don't do any major engine, transmission.
Right, I understand. You probably leave that for the dealer anyway.
Yes.
So, out of all the brands that Avis Budget has as far as what we rent out, of course the domestic brands, we also have the Korean brands, Japanese, Toyota, Subaru, stuff like that. I guess let me kind of begin with this video because I don't want this video to be too long, but I definitely want it to be informative to help you guys out when you're making your next purchase for a vehicle, whether it be new or used. And we'll have a big question at the end, which I kind of shocked you with a little bit earlier, but it's going to be a loaded one, but it's going to be awesome. So stick around, here we go. So let me kind of begin with this. Out of all the vehicles we have, mostly it's 2024, 2025. What do you mostly see in vehicle-wise for issues, like major issues? Or maybe constant issues, and then we'll jump into major issues if that helps out a little bit.
A lot of safety recalls, which turn out to be software updates.
And mostly what brands? You've probably seen that with Ford.
We see it runs the gamut. I mean, GM, Ford, Chrysler, which is Stellantis, which is Jeep, Dodge brands. We've had recalls across the board, basically, for all of the major manufacturers.
I'm going to turn this around real quick.
Simple software updates. Some have to go to the dealer for repairs because we're not authorized or we don't have the equipment to do it here.
We won't speak of the horde of minivans that we have in the back lot. Over, what is it? I think it's 70 right now.
Yes,
Chrysler Pacifica.
The side curtain airbags, which I understand that they're close to having parts available for those.
Finally. I think they've been sitting there, 3 or 4 months?
Probably 3 months about that, yes.
And when they're on a safety recall, we can't rent them out.
Correct.
They're just unrentable. So,
even though they are drivable for safety reasons, federal safety reasons, we cannot rent those.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, of course, the most things you see are recalls, issues, referring to recalls, software updates. Now, let me kind of narrow it down. What particular brand do you see the most issues with?
Lately, it's been Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Stellantis
Yeah.
vehicles, it seems like. We have had some Ford recalls, GM a while back on their 6.2 engines,
Right.
which we don't have a lot of those. Those are mainly GMC Yukons.
The Denali's and whatnot.
Denali's,
Yeah.
yes. Kia, Hyundai's had some small recalls. Again, those for the most part went to the dealer for
Okay.
repairs.
And then most of the recalls, even with Chrysler, Stellantis, and then with Ford, mostly can be done in-house here. It doesn't have to always go to the dealer,
Correct.
which is pretty cool. That you have all data. You have access to forget what the Ford one is called.
FDRS.
FDRS. Yep.
Yeah.
So now, do you have to be certified
Yes.
as a Ford certified tech or?
ASE certified, and then certified through Ford, GM,
Okay.
Chrysler, through Avis budget.
Nice. All right. Well, let's get some little bit more tougher questions, shall we?
All right.
All right. Now, I know we deal with a lot of brands here, and we do service a lot of brands, and we see them go out. Out of not really all the brands, but out of particular vehicles, let's kind of narrow it down. What vehicles would you tell the audience to kind of really stay away from altogether? Not necessarily brands, because I think every brand can have their good and bad vehicles, right?
Correct.
But as far as particular vehicles, what would you tell me? Just don't even touch with the 10-foot pole, new or used.
Gosh, it's a hard question.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the hard questions.
And this may be just my own personal preference.
And what you've seen as well.
Yeah. Chrysler vehicles, it seems like we've had a lot of issues over the last couple of years, not only with recalls, but electrical radio issues, things like that. And the parts availability has been less than adequate.
Oh.
As far as like ordering a part and it taking a month to get that kind of stuff, which ties up a vehicle, obviously.
Yeah, when it's not being rented, then it's just, empty money just sitting there. It's
Yes.
it's not being used for what was intended purpose being bought for. So. All right, well, go ahead if you think of anything else.
I mean, just personal background, I've always been a GM guy,
Right.
so I am partial to Chevy and GM vehicles, but I come from a Ford family. And I mean, other than some recalls, we don't see a lot of issues per se with most of the Ford vehicles. They
Wow.
seem fairly reliable.
And that kind of leads me to my next question. The vehicles that you kind of see less of outside of regular maintenance, the PMs, the preventative maintenance, if the vehicles that you don't really see, oh, here comes another one of these, or the ones that you don't really see very many of that come in outside of maintenance.
Well, we don't have a lot of Hondas in our fleet, so we don't see a lot of those.
Right.
We have a ton of Toyotas, but we don't see a lot of like everyday major problems with those.
Except for that one Toyota today that was pouring oil out.
Yes,
Was that just a filter?
that was a filter issue.
Yeah.
Not related to Toyota itself. What other? And we see a lot of stuff that I would say is customer related.
I heard it once said if it can last through a customer, or if it can last through a rental fleet, it's a good car.
Yeah, I mean,
Because they get beat.
I mean, yes, they do take a punishment. I don't know why, but for some reason we see a lot of windshield
I know, I've seen that too.
rock chips, and I guess that's just from the area, unrelated to the vehicle, obviously.
Well, we're getting on about 10 minutes, so
Okay.
let's go ahead and close this video out. I didn't
Alright.
say it was going to be long, but now it's time for the tough question. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Now, what would you buy, or what would you recommend buying, whether it be it just came off of rents and it's at the auction, or it's at, or let me phrase it this way: would you recommend purchasing a vehicle that is now out of the Avis budget fleet? It's up at auction. It's up at maybe at such and such dealer. This was what its past history was. It was a rental vehicle. Do you recommend getting an X rental vehicle, auction or otherwise?
I would have no problem buying a former rental vehicle if it was, I'd say, below 70,000 miles.
Okay.
Um,
I know for some reason we have a Suburban around here that's upwards of 100,000 and still in the fleet.
I mean, we try to maintain our vehicles very well. Regular oil changes, tires, lights, wipers, all the safety equipment. And for the most part, these cars are good quality cars.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you're going to see a little wear and tear maybe on the upholstery or carpet, that kind of stuff, which is just cosmetic. But mechanically,
They're pretty sound.
They're good, sound cars.
And that's another thing. I know we haven't seen many engine issues with vehicles, at least as of recently, at least that you've seen. And any transmission issues that you've even seen or heard of.
Very few. Very few.
Okay.
I mean, for the most part, the manufacturers seem to. I mean, you're going to have your odd car here and there that has a transmission or an engine issue. But for the most part, the drivetrain are pretty bulletproof nowadays.
Good.
As long as they're maintained properly.
That's the important thing.
Yes.
Proper maintenance
Yes,
goes a long
proper
way.
Maintenance. Exactly. Proper maintenance.
A used rental car.
And that's the key. Proper maintenance. And they do it pretty well. I think it's every 7,500 you do an oil, I think PM comes up.
Yeah, there might be some of the vehicles that are at 5,500 miles.
Oh, okay.
5,500 miles or 6 months, I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
Each manufacturer is different, but on average, it's probably 7,500 miles.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. And that includes half of our fleet is probably turbocharged, has some kind of turbo of some sort, whether it be the 3 cylinders in the tracks or
Yes.
the Trailblazer or
We have
Escapes.
everything seems to be turbocharged.
Yeah.
lately. Smaller engines, turbocharged
Yeah,
for better fuel mileage, and so you have the power.
have the power.
Exactly.
All right, well, there you go. This has been Jim and John for JMC Garage. And just to kind of give you a background of one of our lead techs here, been around here for a while, just to kind of give a little bit of insight of what he sees every day, what he comes across, and what to look out for. And I guess that's a reassuring thing if you're going to buy an X rental, knowing that the maintenance has been done mostly on those cars. They're not going to put them out there to be sold or to be auctioned, and they're going to have a host of issues. So it's a pretty safe bet, I would believe.
I believe so.
Awesome. That was the big question there. I know when I first asked you that question, you said, well, depending on the vehicle, you probably don't want to get an X Hornet. Just saying. You may want to stay away from it.
Probably would pass on a Hornet. Just a personal preference. Those cars are just I
Little
don't know.
quirky?
They're quirky.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
You guys be blessed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and we will catch you on the next one.